Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, welcome back to XFW. This is Ground Zero.
One fall. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 200.
Raiden Yamashita making his way to the ringside. Marshall Foskett, thank you for sending 300 stars. We haven't even started yet. Thank you, Marshall, for your continued support. And tonight, Raiden Yamashita will clash with a man who's become quickly a favorite here in XFW, Savage Andre Stevens.
261 pounds, the Savage Andre Stevens.
This young man has been devastating the competition here in XFW week in and week out. The quick right and left hands, the jabs, the haymakers, the well-educated fisticuffs of Savage Andre Stevens have found him now countless victories in XFW. Alfred, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Ground Zero. And now tonight, Raiden Yamashita, the strong, style Japanese fighter, will go toe-to-toe with Savage Andre Stevens. Thank you, Alyssa Marie Burdick, for liking the stream. Here we go, folks. We're off and running. Andre Stevens on the defense early on. Snap suplex now by Stevens. Oh, I'm sorry, by Raiden Yamashita. Clubbing blows down to the back of the head. Nice neck breaker by Raiden Yamashita, who takes an early lead. Savage Andre Stevens now fighting back. Stevens with a single leg takedown and now repeated shots to the head by Savage Andre Stevens. Those right hands, those left hands, those quick jabs and strikes by the former boxer turned professional wrestler have done a lot for him so far since his debut here. And now he's lined himself up for an opportunity to challenge Sean Owens for the United States Championship. We saw these two collide a few weeks ago, where Stevens attacked the United States champion with a steel chair to send a message to Sean Owens that he is coming for him. He has laid his claim to the United States Championship, and Owens, who has had now 11 back-to-back title defenses, looks to add number 12 to that ranking against Savage Andre Stevens. Right now, Stevens, where there's that haymaker right hand, and now a spear from Savage Andre Stevens. Chris Fair, thank you for liking the stream. Stevens now lighting up Raiden Yamashita, shot after shot. Yamashita with a nice counter up over the top rope. Stevens holds on, but Yamashita with his own right hand sends Stevens crashing to the outside floor as our audience in attendance starts to cheer on. Look how quick Savage Stevens gets back to his feet, but Raiden Yamashita keeping the pressure on. Now tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Takes him up and over. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to XFW tonight. Some folks watching AEW and XFW at the same time. Talk about wrestling entertainment overload. Right now, Raiden Yamashita with Savage Andre Stevens. Stevens almost sent headfirst into that barricade as Bob makes a count. Yamashita goes right under the ropes, breaking the count, starting it over at 1. And Stevens now turns the tables. Again, the shot right to the head. Stevens now sends Yamashita back inside when he's lining him up. Oh! Drives his chest onto the apron, that corner side of the ring. But Yamashita fights back, chinbuster. Edwin Bonet, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero, our opening program on this week's broadcast of XFW. Senton Bomb now from Raiden Yamashita, one of the quickest stars to ever capture a championship here in XFW. Raiden Yamashita, 3 months in, captured the XFW Internet Championship, which many thought that Savage Andre Stevens was going to go for. They thought that'd be his go-to championship here, but he decided to set his sights on the United States title. But right now, got laid out by a jumping drop kick to the face by Raiden Yamashita. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you guys for hitting that notification button, keeping our stream hot, and thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. Right now, these two exchanging knife-edge chops on the outside. Both men back inside as Bob reached a 5 count. And now German suplex by Stevens, but too close to the rope. Rookie mistake by Stevens. But again, the ability for this young man to pick up on wrestling as quick as he did, transitioning from professional boxing to wrestling, is not an easy task. You got to retrain your brain. You got to retrain your thinking. You got to change your endurance workout. But Stevens has adapted very, very well. But what is this? Whoa, 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 beautiful! Educated move there by Raiden Yamashita. Where the hell, there's our replay. Look at this. The springboard off the rope. Stevens crashing to the outside after that drop kick by Raiden Yamashita. Listen, Ray Burder says followage. Counter again by Savage Andre Stevens. Kicking right to the leg and bouncing Yamashita off the ring post. Referee continues his count. Up to a 4 count. Yamashita laying prone on the outside mats on the floor. Both men now back in. Goes for an Enziguri. Yamashita able to counter through. Kick to the face now by Yamashita. Into a backbreaker. 2 knees directly to the spine of Andre Stevens. Yamashita trying to catch his breath as Stevens tries to crawl away to avoid it, but Yamashita may be hurt. Both men now getting back to their feet. Yamashita with a snapmare. Yamashita winds up in one hell of an Enziguri. Wow, that had some stank on that. We've got a cover now by Raiden. But a kick out by Andre Stevens. Yamashita looks like he thought he should have had that one. Stevens now charges in. Yamashita, beautiful arm drag counter. And right angle to start front face lock. Stevens fires back. Yamashita again, counter after counter. Stevens again explodes back with a knife edge chop. He catches him mid-jump. Drives him back with a fall-away slam by Savage Stevens. And now Stevens in the corner. Wind up. There's the haymaker. Shot by Stevens. Yamashita might be done. That's it. Savage Andre Stevens pulls off the victory with that wind-up haymaker blast on Yamashita. Not a lot of people have survived those brutal haymaker shots by Stevens as he continues. Hear this right here. The fact he's able to come back from that blast to the face by Yamashita is outstanding. What a way to open up XFW Ground Zero.
Here is your winner, the Savage, Andre
Yamashita
Stevens.
still down the ring after that haymaker blast in the head. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at XFW tonight. Again, we got a lot of folks who are actually watching AEW and XFW. Thank you guys for that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support that we've gotten, the likes, the shares, and more. Thank you guys for joining us. XFW continues on as we get closer and closer to our next big event here in XFW, where we will see Bad Boy, yeah. We got Bad Boy Marshall on the brain as he's been fighting with Savage Andre Stevens over and over. We do have an update on Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, who will in fact be back, from what I understand, in about 2 weeks' time. He will return back to fighting stance here in XFW. We wish him a speedy recovery. It looks like we're getting just that, and hopefully it won't be too more. He'll be back in the ring, ready to go here in XFW, not far out of the gate. But our next big event, we'll see Savage Andre Stevens, who just defeated Raiden Yamashita, challenge Sean Owens, dubbed Sean 2.0 Owens by the XFW fans for the XFW United States Championship. That one should be outstanding. The two have met in the past. Owens does hold a victory over Savage Andre Stevens. Will that come into play? We don't know. We'll find out when those two meet. Not only that, folks, but just announced over the weekend, the Eliminator and the Destroyer have been going back and forth week in and week out. Attacks backstages, attacks in the locker room, the boiler room, you name it. These two have been shedding blood all over every arena we've been at XFW. Now again, the Eliminator has not asked for a match to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. However, from what I understand, a match has been signed. The ink is now dry as the Destroyer and the Eliminator will fight in a career versus career match. The loser will officially be fully retired from XFW. Folks, this can have monumental effects on the scope and the playing field of XFW. Can you imagine if the Destroyer is forced to retire? He'll have to give up the championship, go in retirement. It will completely change the level and the playing field here in XFW. However, the Eliminator, who we know was already retired, coming out of retirement to challenge the Destroyer, to rid XFW of him. Folks, that'll be a monumental event as we're coming out. We'll get the date announced to you guys very, very shortly. Right now, we're going to head down to ringside as we have some tag team action coming your way as I get the music here loaded for our next two teams, as the Ministry will be in action, and tonight they will go head-to-head with Pain and Terror next on XFW Ground Zero. As we rate the rival of our, there we go, folks, the former five-time XFW Tag Team Champions, Pain and Terror.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 500 pounds.
Victor Pain and Damian Terror, the two brutes from Romania. These two have dominated the XFW Tag Team divisions for over a decade. One of the most decorated teams we've ever had here in XFW. And now they will collide tonight with the two. Latit Kumar, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero. Thank you for joining us. But tonight, Pain and Terror are going to go face-to-face with a team of equal brutality. And that of the Wanderer Owen Bush and the Monster Fenwick. The Ministry has been laying waste to every opponent that has stepped before them. Akani, Michael, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan of XFW. Thank you for joining us here in our opening broadcast of a week full of XFW action. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. The Monster Fenwick, the 500-plus pound animal of the Ministry, and behind him, the Wanderer, Owen Bush. Akani, thank you for liking the stream as well. Drago, the leader of the Ministry, pulling forth, his influence continuing to grow here in XFW. Alessandra, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Lot of new folks joining us tonight on our opening broadcast of XFW this week. Mary Barrett, thank you for liking the stream. If you enjoy watching XFW, we encourage you to hit that follow button so you get all the notifications when XFW goes live, as XFW here on Facebook is part of Bloodsword6 Streaming. J.R. Richard says, just here for Sweet Stan. Uday Petit, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Look at the size of Fenwick. It is terrifying. And Owen Bush calling himself the Wanderer, saying that he walks between the land of the living and the dead. But you can look at the face of Victor Payne. He does not show any fear as he starts the match off with Fenwick. And here we go. Fenwick already laying in some shots. But look at Victor Payne over and then telling Fenwick, no, no, no. Victor Payne might be the tactician of Pain and Terror, but he is no slouch in the strength department as he just dumped the 500-plus pound monster Fenwick over the top rope, with Fenwick with a well-placed headbutt, evens a score on the outside. Both men now back inside the square circle, and this match is now underway. A shoulder tackle by Fenwick drives Payne down to the canvas, but Payne fires back with a right hand. Up and over the top, float over into a neckbreaker. The monster already off his feet. And now trying to twist off the head of the 500-plus pound beast of the ministry. Fenwick rolls to the outside. That's the quickest I think I've ever seen the monster use. And Victor Payne walks right into that backbreaker. Fenwick played that out, lured Victor Payne to the outside, and it paid off. Payne now with an Irish whip into the corner. Tag in comes the Wanderer, Owen Bush. Wide open ribs on Victor Payne. The Payne lashes back with an elbow shot. Turns the tables. The Wanderer now quickly on the defense. Jim Felice Jr., thank you for following. Payne ripping down the Wanderer off the top turnbuckle. And now an overjump to follow suit. The Wanderer came in on the offense, and quickly Pain and Terror turned the tides. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why they are a 5-time XFW Tag Team Champion. Victor Payne again, setting the Wanderer on the top rope, and now climbing again. And now a sidewalk slam from the top rope. The Wanderer got more than he bargained for just after Fenwick tagged him in, but Damien Terror still on the outside, still looking to get tagged back in. But Victor Payne continuing to keep the pressure on with a knife edge chop there to the Wanderer, Owen Bush. Bush now catching the leg. Corkscrew dragon leg whip takes him over. Now you see Damien Terror reaching in, trying to get his partner to make the tag as the Wanderer now goes on the offense. Gut wrench suplex now by the Wanderer, Owen Bush, into a backbreaker. And again, Damien Terror staring on. Payne wisely rolling underneath the ring, dodging it, and coming back in, and puts 2 feet to the jaw of the Wanderer, and there's the tag. And in comes the powerhouse of Pain and Terror, Damien Terror, the 6-foot-plus, 300-pounder, now going to work on the Wanderer, Owen Bush. Stomping away right in front of the monster. And now a gut-wrench suplex by Damien Terror. The Wanderer dodging out of the way. Big boot, but Terror stays on his feet, surprisingly. Up and over the top rope, and he holds on. Fenwick rips him off the apron. The numbers game coming into effect by the ministry as they surprise the big man with double team maneuvers. Kick to the face now. Damien Terror with a clothesline in the back of the head. Payne and Terror now with another tag. Victor Payne coming back in after catching his breath. The Wanderer now diving over, and in comes the monster. And Fenwick with a takedown, instantly utilizing that weight and that massive frame. Crashing down on top of Victor Payne. Goes to the elbow, Payne out of the way. He's got to use that speed, but again, Victor Payne on the receiving end as Fenwick tosses him into the air. The experience level is clearly on the side of Payne and Terror. As I said, they've been in X. What is this? What is this? Look at the reverse Boston Crab by Victor Payne. Changing the way he was bent out, leaning forward, putting extra pressure on Fenwick, but Fenwick running through him again like a Mack truck. The 500-pound furious monster that is Mamba Fenwick's baby boy now in control. Fenwick picks him up. Tombstone pile driver now by Fenwick. We've got to cover. All four men now inside the ring as chaos now starts to ensue. The Wanderer, Owen Bush, now picking up in a scoop slam. Victor Payne now on receiving end of both these men as Fenwick lifts him up and scoops him down. Fenwick just devastating on top. Fenwick now monster elbow and all that weight staying on the chest. And again, all four men in the ring. Damien Terror coming to the rescue of his partner Victor Payne. Payne almost on the 3 count there to get all four men inside the ring as the Ministry now thinks are losing control. Damien Terror fighting back, kick in the midsection on Fenwick, but Fenwick instantly brings him right back inside the squared circle. The monster has been unleashed, and a knife, a brutal chop overhand. Fenwick now tearing through the former tag team champions. I have not seen this type of brutality executed on Pain and Terror in my entire career here in XFW. Fenwick again launches right back. Fenwick scoops him up again. Malay, thank you for liking this stream and another tombstone. From the monster Fenwick, we've got a cover. Damien Terror again coming to the aid of his partner. Damien Terror now with a forearm drop, trying to slow down the monster. Oh, and a shot by Fenwick charges in and lays out Damien Terror. Victor Payne now again all by himself inside the ring. And a tag comes in, the Wanderer, Owen Bush. Good Lord, the monster's going up top. Holy hell. Johnny Ivan, thank you for liking the stream. A spiked pile driver from the MOD. All that weight of Fenwick coming down, and somehow Victor Payne still manages to get the shoulder up. Johnny Ivan, thank you for sharing. Somehow Victor Payne has managed to avoid destruction, but the MOD continues to be relentless. As the Wanderer now screaming in the face of Victor Payne. Payne exchanges right back with an uppercut and levels him. King Drip, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Back in comes Damien Terror. Terror now with a swinging neckbreaker, drops the Wanderer down to the canvas, and both members of the MOD run to the outside. It seems that the Ministry has been executing more in-ring tactics, more thinking abilities and strategy over the past few weeks between the Wanderer and the monster Fenwick. Damien Terror now in control. Collar and elbow tie-up from both men. Ooh! And the double axe handle connects. And all four men inside the ring again. Bob Harris can barely keep the rules going here, as this is quickly becoming a very heated match between the two. And now he's got him up. Powerbomb now from the Wanderer. We've got a cover. And almost again, the MOD trying to run it away, but Payne and Terror continue to get the shoulders up. There's a clothesline for the Wanderer. And a counter by Damien Terror drives the knee into the face of the Wanderer. Lee Harris, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW. What a haymaker blow there by Damien Terror. The Wanderer now counting through. Gets him up on the shoulders. Power slam. Beautifully executed by Damien Terror. But the Wanderer will clump a hair, but again fighting back. Both men, and now a blatant choke by the Wanderer, putting all his weight again on the throat of Big Damien Terror. What a battle, folks. This is only our second match of the evening. Our main event could be even more explosive, as it is, we'll see the White Dragons go toe-to-toe with the Thunderbolts in our main event But right now, this, folks, could have been our main event as these two teams continue to brutalize each other. A ranking match in the XFW Tag Team Division. Right hands now from Damien Terror trying to shake off the beast. Fenwick hoists him up again. Damien Terror is 300 plus pounds and Fenwick picks him up like he's a 5-pound bag of flour. Fenwick now again going to work, hoists him up. Terror over the back and a neckbreaker now. And the beast dropped down to the canvas. Can Damien Terror and Victor Payne, will their in-ring experience, and again Fenwick shoves him to the side. Hoists him up, throws him down. Good Lord. The monster Fenwick, seemingly at times unstoppable and impervious to pain. Damien Terror now hoisting him up on that top rope, dangerous territory, but Fenwick powers through. Double underhook, and a beautiful counter by Damien Terror. I have not seen him pull off a move like that in his entirety of his career. That was outstanding for the big man. Holy hell! He's got the 500 plus pounder. We've got a jackhammer. But in comes the Wanderer. And again, the rules be damned. As the Wanderer comes in, Victor Payne can barely keep himself up. He's holding on to the ring, almost falling out. Damien Terror now crawling towards the monster as both men are down after the interference by the Wanderer, Owen Bush. Both men now starting to stir. Fenwick getting back to his feet. Fenwick, and what a monstrous chop. Fenwick now winds up, and there it is again, the monster elbow. That's it. What a back and forth. Amy Aqua Francisco, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan. What a knockdown, drag-out battle between those two brute teams. Unbelievable. Thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. There's the haymaker shot there, and the powerbomb by the Wanderer. But Damien Terror, two powerful kicks out. Damien Terror and Fenwick, two brutes going at it. What a monumental battle between two outstanding teams. But the MOD continues their destructive ways with yet another victory tonight here in XFW. What a battle between those two teams, folks. But again, the Ministry of Darkness, thank you for liking the stream. Thank all the new fans that are tuning in here tonight to XFW as our broadcast week starts right now tonight at XFW Ground Zero. Tomorrow night will be XFW Crossfire later evening around 10:30 p.m. Friday night will be our main flagship show, XFW Danger Zone. And then Saturday night, XFW Saturday Night Showdown as XFW continues its crazy brand of digital professional wrestling here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, whichever platform you decide to watch. King Drip, thank you for following, and welcome to XFW. If you like XFW, if you're enjoying the broadcast, we encourage you to hit that following button, just like King Drip did here. That way you get the notifications, don't miss out on any of the action here in XFW. Thank you, Matthew, for following. Just like Matthew did, we encourage everyone to hit that button to become a fan. If you like professional wrestling, XFW is not an e-fed. XFW is a digitally produced wrestling program run and booked. Abraham, thank you for following and welcome to XFW. As I was saying, XFW is run and booked as a real wrestling federation based on storyline and character interaction, as well as the fans. So again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Ty, thank you, or Ta, thank you for joining us. Welcome to XFW. And again, folks, that monster tag team action that just took place there, our main event tonight will feature the White Dragons, the former 6-time XFW Tag Team Champions, going toe-to-toe with the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt Liger and Thunderbolt Saturn. But right now, the ladies take to the center stage as Tammy Rose goes toe-to-toe with Bryce Watts next on XFW Ground Zero. Again, thank you all for joining us here tonight on XFW. And here comes Bryce Watts.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia.
Bryce Watts, a newcomer here in XFW, has done very well for herself so far with a number of victories back-to-back. Johnny Ivan, thank you for that outstanding compliment about our commentary. We do try our best to keep you guys inside the action, give you guys all the character backgrounds you can handle, and keep you guys engrossed. And here comes Tammy Rose. Tammy Rose, the United Kingdom bombshell, a former XFW Women's Champion, one of the original 16 in our inaugural Women's Championship tournament. Tammy Rose has solidified herself as a mainstay here in our women's division. Bryce Watts continuing to try to make herself a household name here in XFW. Watts, a former roller derby champion. Turning your attention now to professional wrestling. Here we go, folks. We're off and running. Collar and elbow type now from both women. Watts overpowering, shoving Rose back to the canvas. Bob now going to try to separate him, get the count in there. Clean break. Surprise. I'm actually more surprised that Tammy Rose there didn't go for the cheap shot. Collar and elbow tie up, right back into it. Rose now grabbing an armbar. Wrenching now down on Bryce Watts. Watts, that cameraman's got to get that camera off Bob's ass. Thank you. We do not want to stare at Bob Harris's ass all night long. Chander, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan. Tammy Rose now taking the early offense with a snap suplex. Watts now holding onto the over back already. The experience of Tammy Rose may come into effect. Bryce Watts still green around the edges. A rookie here in XFW as Rose connects with a shot right to the side of the head with a roundhouse kick. Tammy Rose is well known here in XFW for taking shortcuts and her sheer brutality inside the ring. She is not afraid to get down and dirty. She is not afraid to take shortcuts. However, we have seen Bryce Watts get very, very violent inside the square circle. Herbie Barnes, thank you for now liking the stream, for becoming a fan. Thank you for joining us. Right now, Tammy Rose stretching out Watts between that ropes. Watts yet to have any offense in this contest. And now playing basketball with her head is Rose. And now in an early cover, but Watts gets the shoulder up. Tammy Rose taking an early lead in this contest. Again, Rose far more experienced inside the ring. Neckbreaker now by Bryce Watts as she tries to turn the tables and build some momentum and get some offense in this match. Drop kick, didn't catch all of her. Tammy Rose fires back with a drop kick of her own. Watts taken immediately off her feet and laid out. Again, that's the lack of in-ring experience of Bryce Watts. Didn't have her footing, didn't have the angle on that drop kick. Rose able to sidestep a little bit and avoid the full contact. But Bryce Watts continuing to keep the level here. B. Ching Kong, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for becoming a fan. Watts now with an armbar, slamming Rose down to the canvas. Irish whip counter over the top rope of Watts holds on, but Rose fires back with a shoulder check and knocks her to the outside. And now raising her arms, getting the fans, oh good Lord, now blasting Watts' head off the outside arena floor, that unforgiving concrete floor. Watts able to block that forearm though. Shoving Rose back inside. Watts has been slow to build momentum in this match. Has not had a whole lot of offense in this contest so far. Watts, no! That'll turn the tide a little bit. Driving the back of the neck of Rose right into the top of her knee. Nice combination there by Watts. Watts now hoists her up. What's she gonna go for here? Slingshot into the bottom rope. Hard impact. Those are steel cables covered by tape. Those are unforgiving. That can really do some serious damage to the throat of Tammy Rose. Nice arm drag there by Bryce Watts. Innovative offense, goes for the dropkick, but Tammy Rose again able to counter. Wendell Sambo, thank you for following and welcome. Spinning neckbreaker now for the former women's champion in XFW, Tammy Rose. Watson, up and over the top again. We find the match on the outside arena floor. I said before, Tammy Rose is not afraid to get extra violent in these matches. We know she likes the Extreme Rules matches we have here in XFW. She likes to take it to that level. But now again, a counter by Tammy Rose. The experience is starting to show through. The rookie has not been able to keep a lot of offense in a string. Rose continues to counter time and time again. Renee, thank you for liking the stream. That was a hard shot by Rose. Follows through, side rush and leg sweep. And now motioning to Bryce Watts, the L against the forehead. And again, repeatedly blasting Watts' head off the concrete floor at ringside. Oh! And Rose eats the steel steps. And there's that little bit of violent streak I've talked about. Bryce Watts, former days of her roller derby. We know she's not opposed to getting in your face and ripping things apart. And now a neckbreaker by Bryce Watts. But again, can Watts keep this pressure on as Rose on almost every avenue has turned the table on her? Watts again, possibly looking for the slingshot a second time. Tosses her into the bottom rope. Faroge, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Now Watts way up top. Elbow drop connects. We got a cover now by Watts. First time of the match, but a kick out by Tammy Rose. Rose again is a former XFW Women's Champion. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep her down. Spinning forearm now by Watts. Connects right to the bridge of the nose of Rose. Rose again with a counter. She's been doing this all along, but this time Watts with a counter, but Rose hangs on to the top of the rope. Almost dumping to the floor. There's a drop kick. That one finally connects for Watts, and Rose finds herself now ejected from the ring. Bob Harris will now start the count as Watts waits inside. Can Rose recover? Can she beat the 10 count? Back inside now comes Tammy Rose. Both ladies charging in. Rose hooks her up. Rose with the brain buster. Good night, Irene. We may be done here. Tammy Rose with the brain buster. That's it. Tammy Rose, the experience showing through. Sliding underneath the ropes, instantly hooking on her finishing maneuver. That brutal bombshell brainbuster. Akira Charles, thank you for liking the stream. Bryce Watts gave it her all, but the experience of Tammy Rose shines through and she gets the pinfall victory over the rookie Bryce Watts.
Here is your winner, the Bombshell, Tammy Rose.
Tammy Rose with an impressive victory here tonight on XFW Ground Zero. And again, I want to thank all the newcomers that are joining us here tonight on our first broadcast of the week here, XFW Ground Zero. And again, we encourage you to hit that like and follow button so you don't miss out on any of the XFW action that we have, as XFW is broadcast four nights a week here. Tonight is XFW Ground Zero. Tomorrow night, XFW Crossfire, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Friday night, the big one, our flagship program, XFW Danger Zone. And then Saturday night, XFW Saturday Night Showdown. 4 times a week, XFW, our crazy brand of digital professional wrestling, brought to you here by Bloodsword6 Streaming. Now, while you're also new, folks, we will encourage you to go over to our YouTube page, Bloodsword6 Streaming. Follow us there as well. And over on the Twitch platform, you can also find XFW Entertainment on Bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise, much like the hoodie I'm wearing right now. Bebo Ram, thank you for liking the stream. We've got a lot more coming your way, folks. We are only halfway through our program. And you got our main event, a monumental tag team match, as the White Dragons will go head-to-head with the Thunderbolts, Thunderbolt Thunderbolt Liger and Thunderbolt Saturn. Both teams former tag team champion teams here in XFW in a ranking match for the championship division. Now, the White Dragons themselves are legendary here in XFW. They are world-renowned. They've been everywhere. They've competed in every type of match you can possibly think of here in the world of wrestling. But right now, we're going to head down the ring as two newcomers who have recently debuted in the past few weeks continue to battle here on XFW Ground Zero. And here comes Dashing Danny Diamond.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
This guy definitely has more get up and go in his step than a lot of other competitors here in XFW. He definitely has some rhythm in those boots as he makes his way down to ringside. The man in XFW that may have more wiggle, in fact, than Terry Sexton. Thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW Ground Zero. Dashing Danny Diamond. But tonight he will collide with another newcomer in XFW who's been doing fairly well for himself. This young man right here coming all the way from Japan, Matsuda Tanaka.
Weighing in at 190 pounds, Matsuda Tanaka.
Matsuda Tanaka is definitely becoming a player here in XFW. Pedro, thank you for becoming a fan of XFW. Thank you for joining us. Matsuda Tanaka has definitely made an impact here. Ever since debuting, was one of the 3 finalists in the XFW Extreme Opportunity Briefcase Royal Rumble match we had a few weeks ago. Himself, Brian Blaze, and the Tank Sam Ford, the final 3 members. "13th Pixin" over on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Kamlesh, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome, everyone. There's the bell. We are off and running. Danny Diamond will easily have a size and reach advantage, but Tanaka a lot quicker on the draw. You saw those jabs. But Diamond starting things off with a gutbuster. Dashing Danny Diamond might have a decent strength advantage again over Tanaka, but we've seen the martial arts style. The quick, and there it is, the quick counter and the clothesline by Tanaka, dropping the big man down to his feet. And a drop kick, though, follows suit from Dashing Danny Diamond. Diamond is a very tall competitor. He's almost a foot taller than Matsuda Tanaka. So even, wow, did you see how quick that young man just got to the top rope? And a drop kick right to the face. Perfectly executed, right on target. Our first cover, barely a 2 count, as Dashing Danny Diamond gets the shoulder up. I had been impressed with Matsuda Tanaka since his debut. This young man has done very well for himself. There's a spine buster. Picks the bigger man up off the canvas, drives him down. Another attempt now. Cooksy changing his name over on Twitch or on YouTube. Welcome back to the program. Thank you for joining us. Sidewalk slam now by Dashing Danny Diamond as he takes over control of this contest. Oh, and a clothesline right to the back of the skull by Diamond. Every time this guy's in the arena, folks, you know which locker room he's in, because there is not a moment in the day we're here in the arena that you don't hear some kind of funk pouring out from a radio or Bluetooth device from Dashing Danny Diamond. The guy just dances all day long. He keeps that vibe going all the way down to ringside. Thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Tanaka now turning things around, working on the arm, driving it into the shoulder of Diamond. Ooh, now into almost a neck breaker and wraps around. Nice combination by Matsuda Tanaka. Impressive offense in a combination. Right hand now from Tanaka. Kajan, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan of XFW and Bloodsword6 Streaming. Side Russian leg sweep now drops Tanaka down again. Dashing Danny Diamond using that size and strength advantage repeatedly in this contest. But Tanaka again using that speed to try to fend off the offense of Diamond. There's another drop shot and a super kick. One to the knee, one to the face by Tanaka. But again, Diamond gets the shoulder up. This guy is quick, folks. Keep your eyes focused on the screen before you blink. Tanaka's got something going on. He's changed the pace of this match. Right now, hoisting him up. What impact that was. I thought he was going for a German suplex, but spins dashing Danny Diamond around and drops him down in almost a flatliner style maneuver. Innovative offense by Matsuda Tanaka. Tanaka now dumps him over on the middle rope now. Tanaka winds up, 5 knuckles right to the eyes. We've got to cover again. Diamond, I don't think, has had a pin attempt in this match. Tanaka now with his 3rd or 4th, but Danny Diamond will not stay down. Diamond now grabs on a DDT. Good Lord, he just drove. Look at the shot here. Slaps away the hand, hooks him up, and boom, right down to that canvas. Just like that, dashing Danny Diamond puts an exclamation point. Now he's on the top rope. Diamond off the top and levels with that elbow drop. Matsuda is in trouble. And Diamond again going up top. A second time, nobody home. Tanaka gets out of the way. And he drives him down with a cutter. We've got to cover. Only a 1 count again. Diamond getting that shoulder up. A lot of fuel left in the tank. Tanaka cannot seem to keep him down. Diamond now rolling to the outside. Tanaka again, beeline right for that top rope. That's a long way to go. Off the top and connects and drives dashing Danny Diamond down to the outside arena floor with hellacious impact. Now inside the ring. And again, Tanaka going to the top. Daniel Ortiz, thank you for following. Tanaka again perched in the high-end district, way up top. Here he comes. Oh, and he gets caught. He gets caught. Dashing Danny Diamond catches Tanaka mid-air. Rashad, thank you for liking the stream. Dashing Danny Diamond again, showing superior strength. A counter again by Tanaka. And again takes out the knee. A second time, a kick to the face by Tanaka levels Diamond. Tanaka now takes him over, wraps him up. What's he? Triangle hold. Triangle hold is locked on. Tanaka has him trapped. Can Diamond get his way out? Diamond struggling, trying to get his way out. He has got that locked on. Diamond's got a tap. Diamond's got a tap. Tanaka victorious. What a match between those two. But Tanaka locking on the triangle hold. There's the kick to the knee. And look at this follow through right to the chin. And his foot is angled up to push back the head of Diamond, putting extra pressure on the neck and the vertebrae. But Tanaka's so quick to turn the match around, to turn the tide on Diamond. Here's the second time, and again, you see the high angle of that kick, how he lowers his leg and drives the head back for further impact. Tanaka impressive tonight and victorious on XFW Ground Zero. Kesage, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan. What a great match between two new competitors here in XFW. Again, thank you all for joining us here tonight on XFW Bloodsword6 Streaming. Thank you for all the new fans, the folks that have already sent stars, those folks that have shared out our stream. And again, all the new fans we have here at XFW, thank you guys for joining us in our crazy brand of digital wrestling here on Bloodsword6 Streaming. That is XFW, which started over 20 years ago as a board game in the Northeast Pennsylvania area, and now is brought to you in full digital life here on Bloodsword6 Streaming. Again, XFW, currently over 90 superstars on our roster, all original characters. And XFW is not an EFED. XFW is a fully produced digital wrestling program, run and booked as a real wrestling federation, storyline and character driven. Now, again, folks, we've got a lot coming your way, and we're talking about our next upcoming event here in XFW. And let us verify the date. This event will take place Saturday, March 27th. Will be our next big event. So we've got a few weeks left to go before that happens. And again, just announced this weekend, the Destroyer will go toe-to-toe with the Eliminator, and it will be a career versus a career match. One of those two men will never wrestle in XFW again. Now, this could have monumental implications here at XFW, as the Destroyer is the current XFW World Heavyweight Champion, a 6-time champion now. The Eliminator, who did retire in 2020, has returned, and he says to rid XFW of the Eliminator. So stay tuned for that. Right now, folks, we're heading on the ringside for more one-on-one action next as XFW Ground Zero continues. As we await the next two competitors, as the music plays, as Big Dog Mark Johnson awaits to make his appearance. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Dog Mark Johnson.
Pennsylvania, weighing in at 312 pounds, Big Dog Mark Johnson.
Johnson, the most requested wrestler of the Make-A-Wish Foundation for XFW, makes his way down to ring. The Big Dog, all about business. Constantly talks about young Timmy Lester, the young man he sponsors for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Alyssa Marie Burdick says, can anyone loses wrestle for other places like TKWA? We are not going to stop anyone from wrestling anywhere. However, the career versus career match, the Destroyer and the Eliminator, one of those men will be retired from XFW. If they go to TKWA, we are not going to stop that from happening. But this has become very personal between the Eliminator and the Destroyer. Right now we await, as Johnson awaits his opponent tonight, the returning, the ring general, Crusher Carl Ellis.
At 243 pounds, the Crusher Carl Ellis.
Ellis, a long-time in-ring veteran, himself just coming out of retirement for one more run. One more chance at glory in professional wrestling, hoping to find one more championship title around his waist before putting the boots on the shelf for the last time. And so far in the last 30-odd days, Carl Ellis has definitely made his presence felt here in XFW, as he has a number of high-profile wins under his belt already. But tonight he will have his hands full with Big Dog Johnson, who looks to continue to climb the rankings here and get an opportunity to challenge for a championship himself. There's the bell, folks. We're off and running. And Big Dog already right out the gate with a belly-to-belly suplex takes Ellis off his feet. You could very well say this is a big dog versus an old dog, as again, Ellis has been in the world of professional wrestling for, hell, longer than Johnson's been alive, as a matter of fact. But right now, a phenomenal elbow drop from Ellis. After that scoop slam with too close to the ropes, Johnson forces a pin break. Both men now exchanging shots, slugging it out. Ellis now on the shoulders. Johnson dumps him across the top rope. Snake eyes in the turnbuckle. Alyssa Marie Burdick, thank you for sending 50 stars. Alyssa, thank you. Belly to belly suplex again from Johnson. Up and over the top. You are welcome for the information. That's what I'm here to help you guys along. Give you guys all the information about XFW stars that I have in front of me. And sometimes even more when Dirk Webb finds some investigative information that I'm not even aware of. And quite frankly, most times I'm scared to believe is true. But Dirk Webb finds these inside sources. And most times seems like wacky conspiracy theories, but Dirk Webb definitely gets to the bottom of the stories here in XFW. Arship now from Ellis, back elbow connects right to the snout of Big Dog Mark Johnson. As you watch at the bottom of the screen, the Yamamoto Bluetooth devices that all our wrestlers are fitted with gives you the heads-up display of their trauma levels, their endurance levels, and more to keep you guys more involved in the match. Iris, thank you for liking the stream. Overhand wrist lock now by Carl Ellis trying to wear down the Big Dog. Johnson fires back shots to the midsection now. Breaks the hold. But Ellis right back on the offensive. Shot after shot. David C. Evans, thank you for liking the stream. And again the elbow from Big Dog Mark Johnson. Ellis spent a majority of his career all across the United States, wrestling for every federation he could come across. May damn well have more ring experience than the next 5 XFW stars. And that's why they call him an in-ring general, not just a veteran of the ring, a general. This man has probably forgot more about professional wrestling than some guys have ever known. And there's a hell of a spine buster delivered to Big Dog Mark Johnson. And for an old man, Ellis definitely has a lot of giddy up left in his step. Irish whip now over the top rope goes Johnson. Johnson fires back with a big-time forearm. The elbow square across the jaw. And now an overhand shot by Johnson. And a power slam. Brutal impact. Connects on the crusher. Stomping away now is Big Dog Mark Johnson. And an elbow drop right to the sternum. That'll force all the wind out of the lungs of Carl Ellis. Goes for belly to belly this time, but Ellis able to counter through, clap the ears and break the hold. Quick thinking by the crusher. The crusher now picks him up and a flatliner. Big Dog's face blasting hard off the canvas. Ellis looks like he thought he might have had him there, but Johnson got the shoulder up. Right back to the attack on the arm. Now goes Carl Ellis, the crusher, trying to weaken the limbs of the Big Dog. Make it harder for him to throw Ellis around with those belly-to-belly suplexes and those power slams that Johnson is so well known for using. Counter now by Johnson. Up over the top goes Ellis, but he hangs on to the top rope. Oh, but Johnson fires back with a shoulder tackle, and Ellis is projected out to the outside arena floor. And now a right hand by Johnson. Ellis staggered. Wobbling on his feet. Johnson hoists him up and backdrop on the outside arena floor. Again, the unforgiving impact. And now Johnson again, stomping away. Ellis now in trouble. Bob Harris gets up to a 4 count. Both men getting back inside the ring. Mohammed Hassan, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for becoming a fan. Ellis dodges out of the way now. And Ellis himself with his own belly-to-belly suplex, but Johnson right back in his face. Gets right back up, almost unaffected by that maneuver. And Johnson, ooh, overhand chop. Johnson now building momentum. Ellis now rolls underneath the ring. Both men on the outside. Johnson starting to pick up the pace. Ellis back underneath the ropes. Johnson in pursuit. Ellis off the ropes and a clothesline by Ellis, the in-ring veteran, playing the games, using the ring as territory, using his cover, now stalking over Johnson. Ellis has him up. Verta breaker connects right across the back of the neck. Johnson's in trouble. That's it. The crusher. Carl Ellis victorious. Using strategy to outmaneuver Big Dog Johnson. Baiting him to slide under the ropes for the opportune time. And there's that beautiful impact there. Johnson seeing stars after that one. But Ellis, again, you saw the in-ring strategy, forcing Johnson to chase him around the ring, building up the momentum before Johnson could get back to his feet and get a steady stance. Ellis connects and gets the victory. Little Timmy, somewhere watching on, was probably saddened, but what a great match between two great performers here on XFW Ground Zero. The Crusher, Carl Ellis, victorious tonight over Big Dog Mark Johnson in an outstanding match. Carl Ellis has done very well for himself since returning to in-ring action here in XFW. We're happy to have him. And again, the man has been inside the ring for decades, folks. More so than anyone else. Salman, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. And folks, our main event still a little ways away. A fantastic, possibly epic tag team competition as the White Dragons will collide tonight with the Thunderbolts, Thunderbolt Liger and Thunderbolt Saturn. Now, there's been a lot of drama surrounding the Thunderbolts in all of XFW, as Thunderbolt Alpha was the first Thunderbolt to make it here in XFW. And soon after that, we saw Liger and Saturn show up. And then we had the trio. And then after that, we saw Dr. Yamamoto. Yamamoto Industries still the biggest sponsor of XFW. However, it was Dr. Yamamoto himself that tried to shut down the Thunderbolts, that tried to force them into more experiments at Yamamoto Industries. But since then, we've seen the battles back and forth as Yamamoto continued to try to increase his grip over the Thunderbolts until they won their freedom. Yamamoto expelled from XFW, his grandson Terry taking over the company, still our biggest sponsor. But tonight they will collide with the White Dragons, one of the most decorated teams of all of XFW, and that will be our main event. But right now, we're going to go down the ringside as Jesus Silva collides with the former luchador Todd Finch next on XFW Ground Zero.
The following contest.
And here comes Jesus Silva.
Making his way to the ring from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. Weighing in at 209 pounds, Jesus Silva.
Jesus Silva, the youngest competitor in XFW, 20 years of age. Came in XFW just after his 19th birthday. Cassandra Huggins, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero. The youngest champion XFW has ever had. This young man, probably even more so than his championship run, best known for his best of 7 series with Tiger Ramirez, as the two continue to tear the house down night after night. One of the best rivalries of early 2020 in XFW were those two. But tonight, Jesus Silva will collide with the man who used to be a luchador, the man who used to be the protege and on-again, off-again partner of Pedro Ortiz Jr. This man right here, Todd Finch, formerly known as El Janitor, the literal janitor of XFW. However, he has given up that job. He's quit that job. Adam, thank you for liking the stream. Finch is no longer the janitor in XFW. He's now a full-time professional wrestler. And folks, this young man has become more aggressive than ever inside the squared circle. J.R. Richmond still clamoring for more Stan time. Stan not on the card tonight. Stan will be in action tomorrow night on XFW Crossfire. And Stan across the ring already with a clothesline, leveling Jesus Silva. With now a forearm right to the face by Finch. And a right hand. Jesus Silva rocked already by the new version, the more aggressive, animalistic Todd Finch. And Jesus Silva quick to counter now. That speed and agility very well come into play tonight, as Finch definitely has a size and strength advantage. And right there, hellacious power slam. Up and over goes Jesus Silva, but the shoulder quickly comes up. Finch now hoists him up again, drops him backdrop suplex. Again, watching Finch, knowing he used to be El Yanator, under the mask, the happy-go-lucky luchador, the man that was happy to just practice being inside the squared circle, and there's one hell of a spine buster from Finch. Right hand counter, Jesus Silva trying to fight back now. Silva turn around the corner again, Finch overpowering, and now look at this, that big size 12 boot stretching out the jaw of Jesus Silva. Finch now crossing the ring. Here he comes, charging through it, a knee strike right to the jaw. But Silva jumps back to his feet. But Finch, keeping the pressure on, fires him into the corner. Hoists him up, drops him down. Finch never had this fire in him when he was El Yanator. Never had this much drive. Jesus Silva kicking this, and Silva now shotgun dropkick right to the side of the head of Finch. Jesus Silva and Finch have met before when Finch wore the mask as El Yanator. But again, that was far before this new attitude, this new aggressive in-ring style of Todd Finch. Again, this is after Finch was deported accidentally after XFW went down to Mexico, and when Finch was not allowed to come back. From what I understand, and again, this is from a Dirk Webb investigative report, Finch, sticking to the luchador tradition of never taking the mask off, misunderstood and didn't take his mask off when he wasn't inside the ring. Didn't realize you just don't take your mask off for the audience. Thank you for liking the stream. That's what led to Finch being deported. He kept telling everyone he was from Mexico, when in fact he's, from what I understand, Wisconsin. But was upset that Pedro Ortiz Jr. did not come back to Mexico to get him, did not free him, and get him back into the United States. But right now, Finch hoisting him up and drops him down on the shoulder in a brutal backbreaker. Wow, we got a cover. But Silva gets the shoulder up. Alyssa says, Dirk Webb, the best ace reporter ever. Do not tell that to Dirk Webb. Do not let that go to his head. That's a lie. I'll never hear the end of it. When Dirk Webb gets something, you start giving him a compliment, he'll tell you how right you are. Irish whip now by Finch. And a big boot connects. Jesus Silva might have lost a tooth on that one. And a kick out again. Johnny Ivan says, the mean green machine, Todd Finch. He is definitely far more impactful and far more brutal. No longer wearing the mask, no longer attaching himself to Pedro Ortiz Jr. Jesus Silva now throwing him to the outside. Jesus now on the outside himself. Silva now through the ring ropes into a tornado DDT. Finch just got leveled by the former internet champion. The crowd in attendance now with a "This is awesome" chant as these two continue to battle. Jesus Silva now in control. You see the Yamamoto Bluetooth device. Finch's head in the red. He may sustain a slight concussion as he gets sent into the ring ropes now by Jesus Silva as Bob continues the count. And now Silva sent into the ring steps. You see Finch there trying to hold on to his head. Referee up to a 7 count. Again, Finch holding on to his head after the impact of Jesus Silva. In comes Silva. Both men now back inside the square circle. And a lariat again from Finch. Finch, it's beyond me where this level of aggression, this new attitude has come from. Finch now front face lock. Silva over the top rope again. Finch now with him, driving him down face first into the canvas. Finch now winding up that arm. Jesus Silva trying to get back to his feet. Big time right hand. Hoist him up, drops him down face first. Rolls over to fantastic cover by Finch. That's it. Wow. Wow. Finch knocks off Jesus Silva. And again, the aggressive level of Finch continues to get in winning ways. Look at this, boom. There's that shoulder, that backbreaker. But Finch now being dubbed by the audience as the Green Machine. Knocking off the youngest star of XFW, Jesus Silva. What a match. Philip Craig, thank you for following. That cover right there, folks, the face buster into that rollover cover. It was impressive by Finch.
Todd Finch.
The Green Machine. Victorious tonight on XFW. Again, I am not sure exactly where this new attitude, this new aggression from Todd Finch has come from, folks. It's definitely interesting to see. It's almost a metamorphosis, if you will. The goodwill, good spirit. Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for liking the stream. The good spirited of the Elianator, the man behind the mask that we used to know and love here in XFW, has definitely changed ever since losing the mask and now becoming just his normal name, Todd Finch. But I think, folks, it's because of the lack of respect. Everyone loved Elianator, but no one took him seriously. No one fitted him for a serious competitor here in XFW. And he had his fair share of victories here. He was getting better and better, but once the mask was off, once he had his feud with Pedro Ortiz Jr., something switched. A light went off. Peter Paul, thank you for following. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for becoming a fan. We hope you enjoy our brand of digital professional wrestling here in XFW. This is our first program of the week. 3 more to go. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights here in XFW. Thank you for liking the stream also, Peter. Thank you for joining us. And again, folks, if you think you might know someone that likes XFW, if they like professional wrestling and game streams, tag them in the comments, share it to their page, share it on your stream, share it to a group. Help spread the word of XFW so more fans can tune in and check out our digital professional wrestling. Luckily, the WWE's not tried to shut us down in the past few months as they have in the past. We were literally under attack by the WWE social media group after some of the fans of XFW tweeted out that XFW is better than Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys for that compliment. That goes right in here, right to the heart. I appreciate that. All the guys that tune in, the folks that send stars, the folks that send us the nice commentary, the guys who appreciate what we do here. Thank you, Gloria, for following and becoming a fan. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event is mere seconds away. One of the most decorated tag teams of all time in XFW, the White Dragons, going toe-to-toe with the former 2-time tag team champions, the Thunderbolts. That match, ladies and gentlemen, starts right now. Jesse Lee Simmons, thank you for sharing. Philip Craig, we're glad you think this is awesome. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the White Dragons.
Is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring. And a combined
Tedoro Esteban, thank you for becoming a fan. Welcome to XFW. The White Dragons making their way down to ringside. One of the most decorated teams in XFW history. Adam, thank you for sending 200 stars. Kushida Satora. Akira in the ring. J.R. Richmond, thank you for liking the stream. The White Dragons have competed all around the world in every type of professional wrestling match you can imagine. They've held singles and tag team titles wherever they have graced the ring. XFW Originals, they've been here since day one. But tonight they will collide with a tag team that is surrounded by controversy. Andrew Mansfield, thank you for liking the stream. And here come the Thunderbolts.
At a combined weight of 440 pounds.
Thunderbolt Saturn, Thunderbolt Liger making their way out. When you talk about drama and controversy in XFW, Johnny Ivan, thank you for sending 200 stars. The Thunderbolts have been flooded with drama, controversy, surrounding their in-ring attire, which many folks think is a technology advanced armor after these two men were experimented on by Dr. Yamamoto. But now these two teams set to collide here tonight in XFW. And again, these two teams know each other very, very well. Kushida Satora starting to match off against Thunderbolt Saturn. Here we go, collar and elbow tie-up between Saturn and Satora. Saturn takes him over, headlock takedown. Holds on to deep press. And a right hand now from Saturn, right to the eye of Satora. Satora, the more powerhouse of the White Dragons. Akira Matsuda, the high flyer. Ryan Ship, thank you for liking the stream. And here goes Satora, winding up on a dropkick right to the side of the head. Both of these teams, very well educated in martial arts and high-flying acrobatics. Very well matched, and again, both these teams know each other very, very well. Drop suplex now by Satora. Tag in comes Akira Matsuda. Matsuda now winds up. Combination of shots now. Kick and a punch by Matsuda. Slow spinning heel kick gets caught by Saturn. Goes for a low kick and gets both men now exchanging shots. Saturn for the low kick. Akira goes for a roundhouse. Saturn able to counter that with a right cross of his own. And now going right back to work. Saturn off the ropes. Hurricane Rana driver. Akira Matsuda down. We got a cover. Matsuda gets the shoulder up. Matsuda already back to his feet. Saturn getting back up as well. Both men now circling each other. Irish whip down by Saturn. Into the corner goes again. Akira Matsuda. Matsuda with a kick to the face. A German suplex. Big time hit by Akira Matsuda, who now goes back to the opposite corner now, getting the crowd behind him. Doesn't realize Saturn's already back to his feet. And a drop kick right to the middle of the back. Matsuda taking too much for granted. A tag in comes Liger for the first time. Matsuda now with a tag in comes Kushida Satora again. And a drop kick now by Liger. And again, both these teams know each other very well. Both teams highly respected by the one another. Elbow drop, or an elbow forearm, I should say, by Kushida Satora. Liger catches the leg. Spinning heel kick now by Liger, connects right to the jaw. Both teams now utilizing quick tags as Saturn comes in again. Both of them with the same idea. Saturn connecting the shot in the midsection. Snap suplex now, Kushida taking over. This should be a very, very closely contested match between two highly athletic, highly skilled teams tonight. Counter there by Satora. Hoists him up. Saturn up over the top shoulder. Counter after counter after counter. Wild swing by Saturn. Satora dodged out of the way. Now a counter. Irish up in the home territory. Tag by Akira Matsuda. Matsuda now on the attack. Saturn with the counter. Good Lord, I can't even keep up with the pace that these guys are outmaneuvering each other with. Back and forth action between two outstanding teams, and there's a German suplex and a cover by Matsuda with too close to ropes. Saturn able to break the pin. Good Lord, I'm going to have a sore jaw by the end of this match between these two teams as they continue to outmaneuver each other and keep up a ridiculous pace. Right now, Saturn, running bulldog, drives Matsuda down to the canvas. Peter Paul, thank you for that compliment. You rock for joining us here at XFW. Both men now back to their feet. Liger back inside the ring. Akira Matsuda giving the German suplex. Damn near turns Liger inside out. Matsuda now grabbing a front face lock. Shot to the back by Matsuda. Got him against the ropes. Irish whip by Liger, holds on. Matsuda up and over. Rainbow cutter connects. Still one of the most beautiful moves in all of professional wrestling. Only Akira Matsuda I have ever seen perform that move. An outstanding, but somehow Liger gets the shoulder up and gets right back in the face of Akira Matsuda. Cross arm breaker now by Saturn, or by Liger. Matsuda gets his way up, and a clothesline now by Matsuda. Last year, these two fought over the XFW Tag Team Championship, and we saw the Thunderbolts take the titles away from the White Dragons. And now both these teams fighting to get back to the top of the ladder for an opportunity to challenge the Anarchists. Jaleel, thank you for liking the stream. Look at this. Oh, what a shot to the face by Liger around the pole. And Akira Matsuda just got rocked. We've got to cover. Matsuda gets the shoulder up. MD Sagat, thank you for liking the stream. Cross-arm shot there by Akira Matsuda. Again, another counter by Liger up over the top rope. Akira hangs on, and a right hook. Up on the top rope, springboard dropkick, countered again by Liger. Again, it's like these guys know the playbook of both teams. They know what's coming before it happens. Quick tag now, comes in. MD Ulal, thank you for liking the stream. Knife edge chop down by Liger. Hooks on, hoists him up. Power bomb by Liger. Satora driven hard to the canvas. Akira Matsuda on the outside trying to recover. Tag. In comes Saturn. What a main event we've got tonight, folks. No title on the line. Just bragging rights. And one more rung upwards for the tag team of the win. And we got a German suplex again by Satora with a kick out. What an outstanding match back and forth. Armbar now by Kushida Satora, ripping on the shoulder of Saturn. Satora now going up. We've seen this in the past, folks. Satora now, high wire act. Comes across the top. Satora now in control. Saturn reeling on the receiving end of some damage. Rolls him through. Again into the German suplex. Cover. Gonna kick out again. All four men now inside the ring. Liger and Akira Matsuda colliding. Kick to the midsection. Rolls him through. Another suplex. This time all impact. No bridge by Kushida Satora. Saturn again with a counter. Nice deep arm drag. Collar and elbow tie up now. No man coming out on top. Front face lock grabbed on now by Kushida Satora again. Satora with a right forearm right to the face. Satora now, full head of steam. Through the ropes. Suicide dive right into the face of Saturn. Saturn recovers relatively quickly. Shoves Satora back inside. Both men now back inside. Ear clap. And the headbutt from Kushida Satora. Square to the jaw. We got a cover. And a kick out by Saturn. Good Lord. What a back and forth match between these two. Whoa, 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 whoa. Saturn. Saturn getting all revved up. We've seen this before. The experience by Dr. Yamamoto, the technology enhanced. But Kushida Satora not giving an opportunity. Irish whip countered out by Saturn. Whoa, 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 whoa. And a drop kick. Kushida Satora lighting up the ring with athleticism. Thunderbolt Saturn is in trouble. Irish whip misses. Saturn fires back with a clothesline. Satora getting back to his feet though. Both men squaring off. Tag in comes Liger. Tag in comes Akira Matsuda. Two fresh men inside. Matsuda up and over. DDT. David Mitchell, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan. We've got to cover. Liger gets the shoulder up. Good Lord, what a main event. Back and forth action. Drop kick now. Perfectly executed. Saturn barely holding on now to the top rope. Liger with a counter. Fireman's carry takeover. Mishawar, thank you for liking the stream. Kick to the face now by Liger. Oh, and a shotgun drop kick. Right to the forehead of Akira Matsuda. Liger now going to the top. Matsuda back to his feet. Matsuda catches him and tosses him halfway across the ring. Springing to life is Akira Matsuda. Thank you for liking the stream. Matsuda exploding on the scene. Counter again by Liger though. Back elbow now by Matsuda. Toss him to the top. Elbow shot, quick to the face. Oh, down goes Bob. Bob now taken out inadvertently. Lito Cornell, thank you for liking the stream. And a brainbuster. And Liger already starting to stir, trying to get back to his partner. Saturn looking desperately now for the tag. Counter by Liger. Counter by Akira Matsuda. Good Lord, the back and forth action of these teams. Right hand now. Photon Accelerator has liked the stream. That's just fun to say. Thank you for joining us here in XFW. Akira Matsuda now up. Beautiful move by Matsuda going to the top. Look at this maneuver, folks. Matsuda wrapping up the arm up on the top, coming right off in an outstanding fashion. Wow. Liger now in a world of trouble. Turn around in the corner by Liger. Sends him back into home territory. Liger charging in. Matsuda tosses him up and over, but an elbow shot to the face. Liger now winding up. Around the pole, and again the shot to the face. Akira Matsuda in trouble. We've got a cover. 2. Almost a 3 count. Matsuda gets the shoulder up just before Bob's hand comes down for a 3. Matsuda beelines and a tag. In comes Kushida Satora. Satora lights him up with a forearm shot. Satora hooks him up. Uranagi. Good Lord, he damn near put him through the canvas. We've got a cover again. Almost a 3 count. Liger gets the shoulder up. Saturn gets taken out by Akira Matsuda at ringside. Counter again by Liger. Liger now with a headbutt. Right hand delivered. Unbelievable back and forth on our main event. Liger now lining up the shot. 2 feet right to the side of the head of Kushida Satora by Thunderbolt Liger. That move right there is exactly how the Thunderbolts won the championships, but Akira Matsuda back in. Matsuda now, Hurricane Rana. And a right hand now by Satora sends Saturn reeling to the outside arena floor. Into the turnbuckle. Both men now battling for supremacy. Back in we go. Tag in comes Akira Matsuda. Both men going to the top. This could be Double Dragon connects. We've got a cover on Liger. Saturn nowhere to be found. The White Dragons. The White Dragons pull off the victory tonight. What a phenomenal back and forth match. Here's another look at the Rainbow Cutter from Akira Matsuda. And around the pole by Thunderbolt Liger. What a marathon match between 2 top-tier teams. But the legendary White Dragons come out on top in a very closely competitive match. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for this evening. That was our main event. We'll see you next time on XFW for more in-ring action. We'll be back tomorrow night for XFW Crossfire, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We'll see you next time on XFW.